Hey guys, I just wanted to make this video because I feel like it's so freaking needed for what's happening. And just really helping everyone prepare for things like this and other things. So, as most of you know, like crazy stuff happened to my Facebook and things like that. Awesome, cool. I'm not going to go into it, but I just want to mainly talk about when life throws you curveballs in your business and tips and tricks that have helped me over the 4 years of being in business to really just keep going. Essentially, because this is not the first huge blow that has ever happened to me in my business and stuff like that. And just I've been talking to so many people. They're going through this, they're going through that, they're having this happen, and I just really wanted to help and address this in any way that I can. What?
Game in my shirt.
Okay, it's okay.
But there's chocolate on my bag.
Go get a napkin. Let me see. Go get a piece of toilet paper and I'll get it. A chocolate chip fell down her shirt. Oh my god. Go get a napkin. Or go get a paper towel. Or toilet paper. Oh, she's driving me crazy. So the first thing that I want you guys to do is get out a piece of paper and I want you to write down your why, okay? I want you to write down why you are doing this business. Why are you in business for yourself? What is this business? Move. I got water. What is this business? Go change your outfit. Here. Go change your outfit. What is this business going to give you when you get to where you want to go? Why is this income important to you? What really is this doing for you? Or even if you're new and you're going through something, because that's another thing. Like when you're new, you're like, okay, I'm not making all this money. Like, what do I do? Where do you want it to take you? What is like the big picture of your life? Like, what do you visualize yourself being? What kind of house are you in? What are your kids doing? What is your life like 5 years from now? What is that? Write all of that down. Go into specific details. I want a white house with black shutters. I want my kids running around the front yard at 8 o'clock in the morning with our 5 dogs. And I want my husband to bring me breakfast in bed because we're a full-time family. Like, what specifically do you want? And the reason why I always tell everybody to write out why they started this business and what they want this business to do for you, because guys, life is going to always happen. Whether it be your Facebook shutting down, whether that be your family member says bad things about you, whether that be you have to move, whether that you feel super depressed because you're not where you want to be in your business, whether your kid has to go to physical therapy now, like whatever it is, it's always going to be there. It always will be there. 100%. I'm trying to block her because she's getting naked, but life is always going to be happening, and you can either have life happen to you or you can just buck up and not be the victim of life, because it can be freaking hard. And I am the first to tell you, I have never given myself a pity party before, but I have given myself a pity party this week, and I just can't anymore. Like, I literally have no more tears to cry about what's happening in my life. There's none left. I'm literally dried out, okay? So really focus on why, because when all this stuff happened to me, like recently, I looked at that and I was like, okay, maybe my role is going to be different. Maybe what I'm meant to do is help more people instead of just working my own business. And that's kind of where I'm going now. I'm just trying to help you guys get to the top just like I did. And maybe that might not be me actually enrolling people anymore. Maybe that might not be me actually slaying Facebook like I was. I'm trying to teach myself Instagram and how to be a boss at Instagram, so in return I can teach you guys how to be a boss at Instagram, because I've taught y'all how to slay at Facebook. I know that. I know y'all know how to do that because everyone's killing it. So I'm trying to find the good. I'm trying to find the purpose in all of this. But what's really just held me is my life that I have. Being home, being with Dakota, being at the pool all day long, like working on myself because I have time for myself. Doing those things and remembering why I love the life that I have because of this business and because of the income. It's really just gotten me through it. Honestly, and my team, obviously, like, I'm not crying, but you know what I mean? Like, knowing why you're starting, why you're doing this, what you're working for is going to help you remember why it's so worth it, why you can't just give up when going gets tough. Because everything that I've been through in the business, with me being homeless, Jeff dying, moving, I've literally moved like 4 times in the last 4 years. Like, it's crazy. Like, people quitting, literally being paid as a distributor when you're really a diamond, that was hard. Trying to work my business with no upline, no help, nothing. Just so many things coming at me, and everything that I've been through. It's crazy. Everything that I thought was happening to me, that I was trying to play the victim, I had to go through it because someone on my team was going to go through it later. And I swear to God, you guys, every single thing that has happened to me, my team has also experienced. And the only way that I have been able to help them get past it and over this is getting over it myself. And like, one of my girls, like, everyone on her team's quitting. I'm like, I've been there, done that. My whole diamond team, 24 people quit, dropped off the face of the earth, gone. This is what I did. And now she's above it. A family member is treating someone like crap. I know what that's like. I've been through that. Here's what I did. She's getting through it now. No one's enrolling. I have been there 25 million times. And this is what I did to overcome it. So you have to stop looking at all of these things that are happening to you. You moving. Guys, I've moved so many freaking times in this business. That's what I should be, as a professional mover, because I'm a boss. Like, I know how to get it done. You know what I mean? It wasn't fun at the beginning. It sucked. It was really hard to juggle everything, but I got past it. And now one of the girls on our team is moving and is so stressed out and just so depressed and just so all over the place. Here's what I did to get through it. So you have to just, and it's hard when you're going through that. Like, right now, like, all the things I'm saying to you, yeah, it sounds great. And I catch myself sometimes, like, getting upset with what's happening. Like, you have your moments. You will always have your moments of not believing in yourself, not understanding. Like, no one's perfect. You're not always going to be happy when life is crazy and happy when, nothing's going your way. You're not striving to be the perfect soul, but you're striving to just get over it and get past it and figure out the solution so you can give this person that is going to be going through the same thing, that same solution. And I kid you not, it happens every single time to me. And that's why I have been just so positive, trying to be positive about this Facebook thing, because there's going to be one of y'all are going to lose your Facebook. Like, it's happening. If it happened to me, it's going to happen to someone else. And I'm going to be able to help you get past it and rise the fuck up above it and not let it tear you the fuck down, because I am telling you, like, it is not glamorous over here. You know what I mean? So that's the first thing. Like, I just want you to understand, one, your why you're doing this, and understand that what is happening is for a reason. You don't have to read it in a book. You don't have to read it on a sign. Just know, because before this business, like, all of that stuff that's happened to you, you know what I mean? Like, when you broke up with your boyfriend, when your parents got divorced, when you didn't ace that test or you didn't get that job, like, do you remember how down in the dumps you were about that? But do you remember also 3 months later you were like, now I know why that didn't happen, or now I know why that did happen. It makes sense now. It doesn't make sense right now, and it never does. But months or years from now, it will make sense. And you just have to give yourself grace to experience that, to know that, and know that that is coming. Like, I don't know. I hope this is making sense because I feel good about it. But you know what I mean? Like, everything that's ever happened to me, I'm like, this sucks, but like, it's going to make sense down the road. You know what I mean? It's got to. You know what I mean? And just waking up every single day with that mindset of knowing that it's going to be okay, the world will not end, and it's okay to give yourself a pity party, but allow a time frame. And that's another thing that I've been doing. Like, every single day, I honestly have a pity party. Like, I honestly just break down, cry because I don't know what to do. No one above me or none of my peers have gone through this. So it's like Jamie has to figure this out all by herself, like everything else. And I just hate not knowing what to do. Like, that's my thing. I don't know what to do. So I'm trying to do everything else to try to mask that, and hopefully I'll figure it out. You know what I mean? So, you know, you have to just, like, I don't even know where I was. I totally forgot. Oh my gosh. I need coffee. This is my first cup, guys, and I have not drank any of it. But you just have to honestly know that whatever's happening is for a reason, okay? So that's one thing. And then another thing I want you guys to do is find that person. Find that person that you can go to. Do not make it a downline. Don't make it anyone on your downline, because you do not want to give vibes, negative vibes, to anyone in your downline. You just don't. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want someone to do that to me. Like, yeah, you can talk to me about anything, but really, I try not to talk to my downline about that, because I don't want to bring them down. Like, I don't want to push that energy on them, push that fear, I don't want to do that to them. So find a sideline. Find someone that is not on your team at all. Not on your personal team, under you. So try to find a sideline sister that you... Is someone here?
No.
Well, why'd you say come in? Don't do that. Find someone, a sideline sister. Okay, well, don't do that. A sideline sister that you can talk to, that you can vent to, that will not allow you to have a pity party. I have mine, and I've had her for like a year and a half. All right, go put it on. I've had it for a year and a half, and she's amazing. And I met her through Facebook. Like, we're not on the same team at all. And, you know, it's just really nice to have someone where I can be like, this is how I'm feeling. What do I do? I need advice. Help me. And they're there. And it's both ways. And she comes to me for things like that. Like, if I don't hear from her, I'm like, okay, what's wrong? Like, I know you. Like, you know what I mean? You develop that friendship of them. But it's nice to have someone that's in the business, that's going through things also, that maybe has gone through those things, and again, to get advice, to vent, to cry with, to do all these things. Because when you don't and you isolate yourself, that's when you just get very lost, and that's where you can just 100% give up and not give two fucks, okay? And you don't want to do that. You want to set yourself up for when these things do happen. You have a plan. You have an evacuation plan where you can go through these things but still be okay. So find that person. Go into... My house is a mess. Go to the team page. Ask someone like, hey, who wants to be accountability partners? Who wants to be, you know, friends like that in a different downline? You know, who like, get into a team chat of people that aren't even on your team or whatever, and just start relationships with people and find that person you click with. That's what happened with me and my girl. Like, we I don't know if I posted a status or I think she posted a status of like wanting an accountability partner, and I like commented, and it's been like all she wrote since, you know what I mean? I don't know what I would do. And it's nice too, because you're going to have people on your team quit. You're going to have people on your team that are going to piss you off because they're not listening to you. Like, you're going to have stuff happening also on your team and on your downline, and you do not want to go to them about that. You want to go to an outside source to get others' opinions on their team and what's working for them, maybe challenges they're like, you know what I mean? Like helping you through all these things so you don't feel so lost and you don't feel so alone and you don't feel like you can't talk to people about anything. But find that person, but just don't make it a downline. And I mean, that's really like the most important part is like finding that person, because you just need someone to talk to, and you cannot talk to a family member about what's happening in your business because they just don't freaking understand, because they don't have a business. You know what I mean? You need to talk to someone that can relate to you in that aspect, but can't relate too much that they're actually in your business. So that's that. Another thing that has just really been helping me through all of the stuff that has happened and stuff like that is not so much personal development. I've always done personal development, but I feel like journaling has been my new thing now, and I love it. Like, just like talking about what's happening, what I want, what prayers I need, what affirmations I need to believe, what Dakota's journaling. Okay, go. What do I desire? Just writing down how I'm feeling and being able to go back and look at it. And guys, this is not easy for me because I hate writing. I hate talking about my feelings. I am 100% like, your feelings don't matter. That's just how I am. But I don't have to share my feelings with people. Like, I don't share my feelings with people. If you ask me how I'm feeling, it's all automatically fine, and that's okay. But I have to share my feelings with myself, because sometimes I find myself all day long just replaying this constant bullshit of negative thoughts, negative vibes, just limiting beliefs that I like. You just believe them after hearing them so long. And I found that writing out what positive things I want and stuff like that is just helping me to knock out all the negative stuff. Because right now, like, I could feel really down about myself. I could feel like my life is over because I basically lost my business. Like, 100%. I worked in 100% of my business on Facebook, and I lost that. And, you know, I could 100% just let it tear me down and, like, let it destroy me. And I have for a couple days. I'm not lying to you. I'm not perfect. But I'm making this video because I don't want you guys to go through this. And I'm just being open and available to try new things. Also, this is not good for me. This is not comfortable for me. I physically have to force myself to get off the couch, turn on the light, and come into my office, light a candle, play music, and write. Sometimes it just doesn't even make sense. Sometimes I can't even read it. But it's getting what I need out. You know what I mean? And it's getting me to really know me more. So I got this book. It's 100 Days of Brave. It's a daily journal basically that I just recently started. This is old. I did half of this when Jeff died. It's called it's a Bible study. I Do Hard Things. It's very, very good. It asks you questions. It has you fill out things, and it just really gets you thinking about like your life and how you really just presented and how just all of these things. So find something like that to where you can do every single day that is 150% just for you. It has nothing to do with your business. It has nothing to do with your job. It has nothing to do with you being a mom. This is solely for Jamie's soul and Jamie's soul only. You have to find that thing. You have to find something that makes you feel good that's not business related, because I'm a workaholic and this week has been so hard. I'm used to working from 6 a.m. to literally 1 a.m. every single day. And now I can't. And it's hard because I'm like twiddling my fingers trying to find something to do. It's driving me crazy. Like, I have to be working. I've always been that type of person, just being a workaholic and stuff like that. But I really have been enjoying this, and I feel like it's like really opening different pieces of my mind to just realizing different things about myself, my life, my purpose, just all of these things. So get yourself a daily journal, a journal guide to guide you, because that's another thing. Like, I'm like, I don't know what to journal. People are journaling. I have no freaking clue. Like, what do I say? But these give you daily things to talk about, daily things to think about. It's guided. So it really helps to just have a teacher for yourself until you know what to do, because, you know, right now you don't know what to do. So good. Just realizing, you know, what's happening is for good. Finding that person that you can just vent to, journaling out your feelings, and, you know, I am now a big advocate for affirmations, because I've been doing this probably like 4 months. I started like really affirmations. And they really help me, because I am a very quick person to just think a negative thought, and it's like, I can just feed it all day long. I can feed it. And you have to understand, it's just like anything negative. Like, okay, I'm not signing distributors. No one's signing up. My team's quitting. Like, do you see how it went from one thought to like all these other thoughts that are so negative about the same thing? What you're doing is, your thoughts are a flower. It's a flower. So every time you keep feeding it negative stuff, you're just planting weeds around it. You're giving it weeds. You're giving it, I don't even know what it's called, like that deadly poison. Like, you're giving it deadly poison for it to freaking die. You have something. You have a flower. It's already there. You just have to water it with the right stuff. So every positive thought you think, like after it might be, no one's enrolling. Grace, stop. So your thought might be, no one's enrolling. Well, you could either say, my team's quitting, my team freaking sucks, no one wants this business, like, I'm so broke, da 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 da. That's feeding it all that poison. Or you could say, no one's enrolling. I have not met the right person for my team yet. They are coming. I am doing everything in my power, every single day consistently to enroll my people, to enroll people that are just like Jamie, that are passionate and driven, self-motivated, that want and need this business. Like, it might not be Joe Schmo, but it might be Susie after. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going. Like, do you see the difference? How you could take one thought and either just go so far negative or just put it so far positive. And like, even me just saying that, that's not my situation right now, but I feel so much better about this situation that I said, all about all the positive things. So try it. And that's what I started to do. Like, I started slowly doing it, because as soon as a negative thought would hit my brain, I would immediately notice it. So you have to first recognize it and turn it around. So you have to recognize that you're thinking negative and then turn it into a positive. That's just what I started practicing every single day. Like, Dakota, what can I say about Dakota? Dakota's not listening today. I'm so, she's alive and healthy. It's okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so crazy about how one negative thought could do to you. But when you turn it into just something so positive, something that you're grateful for, thankful for, it can 100% change your whole entire mood. I have to move again. I get a whole new experience with a whole new house. Most people don't have a house. Some people are homeless. Do you see how different that could be? Do you see how you could change your whole entire outlook on your life and your situations just by recognizing that you're thinking negative and having that negative thought, realizing it, not accepting it, changing it to a positive, and letting room for more positivity in? Because when you start thinking negative and negative and negative, you are holding so much negative shit in your mind just over and over and over. You have no room for positive. You have no room for the good things God wants you to feel. You have no good things for the universe that wants you to accept in your mind and in your heart and in your soul. You have no room, because it's all this negative stuff. I hope I'm making sense. You know, like, I just don't want you guys to have to go through these things and let it destroy you, because you're so worth so much more. It's always going to happen, whether you have this business or whether you have a damn 9-to-5 job. Your boyfriend's always going to be a douchebag. Like, you're going to have to move again in your 100 years of life that you're going to be living on this earth. It's not the end of the world. You're still going to have that job. You're still going to have your business. Like, you're not going to quit just because you have to move. You know what I mean? But when you, like, really give yourself a game plan and just steps that you can follow to expect these things. And that's another thing. Just expect things to happen. I'm not saying just expecting all this negative shit coming to you all the time, but expecting life throwing you for a freaking loop. Because it does. It throws you for a freaking loop. As soon as you think that things are calmed down, things are working out in your favor, things are going good. That's how I felt. Like, I just moved to North Carolina. My house looks like this. It's fine. Like, we're starting to make friends. We're starting to get a routine. Boom. Facebook goes down. I guess now I have something to do all day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to just expect, like, life throwing you for a loop, because it happens all the time. I just sneezed. You know what I mean? It's always going to happen. So just expect something coming. Something coming that's going to not set you back. Stop thinking about it being, you know, a step back, a step back, a step back. Start thinking it as a, what's that word? As a lesson that you're going to get to learn and overcome and achieve first. So all of the people following in your footsteps, when they get to that start line of starting that problem, that hurdle, that shit that sucks in life, you're going to be able to be that person and be like, listen, you can get past this. You're going to get past this. It is okay. This is what I did. You have to go through these things in order to get to the next level. People not signing up. Hello. You have to go through those things. Otherwise, you're never going to be able to help your team go through that. People quitting. Hello. If someone came to you from your team and said, one of my best friends just quit the business, but you have never had no one quit your business, how the hell are you going to help them through it? You're not. You're not. You know, you moving and being so stressed out. How are you going to help someone doing that when you have not gone through that yourself? It just doesn't make logical sense. You have to go through the mud, the shit, and all of this stuff in order to get to the next level, in order to help people. Because people's lives aren't perfect, and you cannot expect your life to be any different. Your life is not perfect. No matter how much money you make, no matter what rank you are, shit is not perfect, ever. Ever. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's not perfect. So you have to just accept that and just move on with it. I accepted that a long time ago when Jeff died, that my life will probably never be perfect. I'm always going to have one thing missing. Always. Until I die. I can either get really sad about it, which 90% of the time I am, but I cannot let it control my whole life. I not saying that I don't feel like sad, not saying that I just don't have feelings, but I can physically not wallow in it. I have to move on. And sometimes you just have to move on, and sometimes you have to just, you know, go through the really hard things and just figure freaking life out as you go. And it's scary, and it's hard, and it's nerve-wracking, and it's frustrating, and it's all of these emotions. But at the end of the day, you cannot change the situation. All you can do is change what you're going to learn from it to pass it on to the next person, and how you handle it. Again, to pass it on to the next person. Same thing with kids. Like, I failed my driver's test like 4 times before I ever got my driver's license. You know what I mean? Yeah, it freaking sucked at the time. I was pissed off all day long. Like, I had to read this stupid ass book 12 times. You know, but when Dakota goes get her driver's license, like, she's going to be that person that probably fails because she's Dakota. She doesn't listen. I'm going to be able to help her through it. You know what I mean? This is a completely different annihilation or whatever that word is. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to go through things in order to pass experiences on. You know, that's the whole purpose of life, is going through life, sharing your experience overcoming them and giving it to the next person to do, because everyone's going to go through the same thing. And it's crazy because every single thing that I've been through that I thought was just going to break me, my team has always gone through the same shit after me. It is crazy. And that's why I'm just looking at this as a whole different perspective than I normally would, as someone on y'all, one of y'all are going to lose your Facebook, and we're going to have to start being bosses at Instagram. And I'm going to be the first person to be able to do that. And I'm going to be the first person to be able to teach you guys how to get to triple diamond and above just using freaking Instagram. No one has ever done it before. And I guess it's my journey. It's my purpose in life now to do that. To be that first person for everyone else. And I'm okay with that. It's going to suck for a little bit. It's not going to make sense. I'm going to try a lot of things that don't work. I'm going to get shut down a lot of freaking times. I'm going to feel like I want to quit. I'm going to feel like a failure. I'm going to be letting people down all the time. But the outcome is going to be so worth it. So, that's basically all I had about it. I just really wanted to give you guys a couple tips and tools to help you, doing the things, going through the things, just knowing that it's for a purpose. Find a friend that you can talk to, journal out your shit, and what's the word? Give yourself positive affirmations every time you say, feel, think a negative thought, and turn that shit around, and you're gonna see it's gonna become a routine, and every negative thought, it's just gonna go right out the window because you're gonna replace it as soon as you get it. You're gonna replace it with a positive. Okay, so I hope this helped you guys. Let me know if this helped. So I love you guys. We're gonna be okay. Everything you're going through is for your good. You just have to realize that before you can see it. It's the same thing. You have to believe it before you can actually see it. Once you believe it, then you'll be able to see it. That is for your good. You're going to be okay. The world will not end. You just have to be stronger, and you just have to figure out your shit around it. You just have to figure out a different way, and that way is going to help you and so many other people before you. So I hope this helped, and we'll talk to you soon.